Well, hello everyone, and we're back live again on the Thursday at 1 o'clock for my Facebook Live series. Guys, when you come on, would you please do me a favor and just make a comment? If you like what you're hearing or share the information, just let's, really engage and make a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. And that's always enjoyable for me to know how big of a connection we are making with the Facebook Lives. So, with that, today's topic actually came to me. It was a little bit different. Hey, JC, Gerline, there was somebody that came on right at the beginning. I didn't see who it was. I'm so sorry. But anyway, today's topic actually came to me a week ago, which is so unusual. As you guys know, most of the time it's the morning of. And so what came to me is this topic or the subject matter of are you a leader, a follower, or an influencer? And you're going to be a little bit surprised here in a couple of minutes when we get to right before the action steps, I think. But let's break it down. A leader. What is a leader? Really, a leader, it's going to sound a little bit strange, but a leader leads. A leader rises into the leadership position. Now, you might say that people are appointed, people are given that leadership moniker, but that person had to risen to the leadership level to be seen as that leader to be appointed. And so leaders are forward thinkers. People really look at them as seeing beyond the initial circumstance of where they are. They're also risk takers because, there's a risk in leader. I remember Bob Harrington. He was considered the chaplain of Bourbon Street back in the 70s. And he said, I would rather be out in front getting goosed than those in the pack doing the goosing. And that's what a leader is. That leader has to be willing to be shot at because you're seen. You have that position that you're taking, and very rarely will anybody, actually it's not rarely, it's ever, if people will always want to, agree with you. There will be always someone there that is going to have that discord and say, you're really not right. And so the leader is someone that has to be very secure in themselves, in the position that they're taking in order to take on that leadership role. The second thing, follower. Sometimes I think we diminish the role of a follower as being not as great as that of a leader. And in essence, it's equally important, equally valuable. Because if a leader doesn't have followers or a follower doesn't have a leader, there is no need for that other role. And so a follower takes instructions. A follower is trainable. A follower has that ability to take in and to be able to connect with the leadership and the mission, the message of that leader. And so the third thing was the influencer. This is something that in today's marketplace is being talked about more and more, and that really makes me happy because they have a message to impact. A message to impact. They create a movement. They create a mission that is beyond them. It's almost connected to that concept that they plant a seed of a tree that they will never enjoy the shade of. And so that influencer can be the leader, it can be a follower, it has that ability to morph. And so here's where I think you might be surprised. Actually, you can be all three. Because a leader that has not become a follower does not have much of the ability in order to lead. Because they won't understand what the followers go through. They won't understand what the needs of a follower are. And if you have never been a follower or in that leadership position, this is where we rise to the level of where we see ourselves. The influencer is something that's really interesting because I truly believe that if not all of you well, let me put it this way. All of you have the ability to be an influencer because you have thoughts, ideas, creativities, and that influence of sharing that with your group, with your tribe. You have that ability to move the needle in a positive direction. And so it's really a choice. What is it that you want to impact? Are you going to be that leader today, that follower today, that influencer? So the action steps that I'd like to suggest for you is to list out where right now you are a follower, a leader, or an influencer. Where are you? And the things that you have in your life, in your business, where are you showing up in these three categories? And then secondly, in those areas, where do you want to improve? Where is it that you feel like you could take your game to that next level? What is it that you need in order to enhance the impact, the value of what you have to offer? And then the third thing is you're going to, you've heard this from me many times, is step into your light. Because in all three of these areas, if no one knows you're there, then they're not going to be able to receive the benefit of what you have to offer, whether it be in leadership, in a follower, or as an influencer, and at times all three. So I would love to hear your stories and share with me and share with the group what it is that you are seeing yourself, or what is it that you aspire to, what is it that you feel compelled to, both in being a leader, a follower, and an influencer. So I'm happy and proud to be with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in again for the Facebook Live at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. On Thursdays. I look forward to this time. So with that, I'll say thank you and see you on the next video. I appreciate you. Love you. Have a great day.